The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission says it has traced and recovered public assets corruptly acquired by individuals valued at over 6.2 billion shillings in the war against graft. The commission said it is also on the trail of 2.5 billion shillings and has instituted legal action for purposes of seizing the money it claims is proceeds of corruption.
The country on Wednesday joined the world in marking the International Anti-Corruption Day under the theme Recover with Integrity. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission revealing that it has traced and recovered public assets corruptly acquired by individuals valued at 6.2 billion shillings in the war against graft.
Courts have clearly stated that any asset held by a public officer and is disproportionate to their non-legitimate sources of income will be deemed to have been derived from corruption.
But to win the war against corruption, the Commission says it requires the involvement of all partners, stakeholders and Kenyans to slay the dragon.
Our experience indicates that majority of our citizens, particularly the youth, glorify corrupt leaders, and they do not proactively participate in anti-corruption initiatives. They perceive the responsibility of fighting corruption to be a preserve of government.
Like if you have a dog and throw a shilling to the dog will just pass by. But that grade that is in us to see a shilling as something you must possess, of course including many other properties that we take, it's a culture that we have to fight. It's a culture that has to change.
The Commission says since January 2020, it has concluded investigations in 110 high-impact cases involving senior state and public officers such as governors and members of parliament. Attorney General Paul Kihara called on individuals and institutions not to shy away from raising their voices in the fight against graft, lauding the media for highlighting cases of corruption.
You really need to make the commitment and act rather than have all these beautifully written speeches that we go and file. Let us act.
As part of building capacity of Kenyans on the war against graft, the United Nations Office on Drug and Crime is now engaging the youth across 176 countries in eradicating the vice, terming the situation in Africa as dire.
That Africa is often seen as part of the problem when it comes to corruption. I would like Africa to be seen as part of the solution when it comes to corruption. And I think it's only through engaging young people with their ideas that we can start to do that.
The International Anti-Corruption Day is commemorated to have nations recommit to collective action in preventing and addressing corruption. Kshs for Channel 1 News.